And welcome here to Neillsville High School. Girls basketball regional final here on Zaleski Sports. I'm Ben Brecht with Isaac Eagle, and we are bringing you tonight's game between the number 1 seeded Neillsville Warriors hosting number 4 Auburndale Eagles to a big matchup here tonight in this regional final. And a big game for both of these schools, as the Neillsville Warriors come into tonight's game with a 48-28 victory last night here against Luther. Meanwhile, Auburndale comes into tonight's game with a 64-46 victory over Whitehall. That was also last night. So a pair of almost 20-point victories for both of the teams last night. And we'll see what happens here tonight between the Warriors and the Eagles. Auburndale comes into this season with a 16-9 record. They finished second in the Merriwood South with 11-5 record behind Assumption. Auburndale always has a pretty strong girls basketball program. And looking at their recent playoffs, last year they lost in the regional final. And a couple of 2 years before that, they made it into the sectional. So Auburndale is looking to get back to the sectional once again this season, but they're going to have to go through Neillsville to get there. Meanwhile, Neillsville has made it out of the regional for the last 5 years. And once again, they're looking to do the same thing here tonight on their home floor against Auburndale. Last year, Neillsville made it one step away from state. They made it all the way to the sectional final, and then they lost there. They get one game away from state for the Warriors. This time, they surely want to get back to that sectional, and they have a good chance to do that here tonight in front of their home crowd. And so Neillsville, we know, always has a good basketball program. And looking at their playoff success here, over the last, let's take a look, since 2006, I should say. Since 2006, they've only made it, they've made it to the sectional round every year except twice. So only 2 years since 2006 has Neillsville actually got stopped in the regional round, whether that was a regional final or a regional semifinal. And so Neillsville, once again, looking to get back to that sectional where they seemingly end up every season for the most part. And so, but they have to get it done tonight here against Auburndale. Talking with Coach Geyer last night after the win against Luther, I mentioned that once they get into the playoffs, Neillsville normally sees some teams that they don't face during the season. Well, tonight they get a familiar foe here tonight in the Auburndale Eagles. As you know, in central Wisconsin, Auburndale is not that far away from Neillsville. Probably, about 45 minutes or so away from Neillsville. And so these two teams got together earlier this season in Auburndale. Neillsville came away victorious in that one, 59-25. And so a great win on the road there for Neillsville. That was back on December 28th. And that game, of course, like I said, was in Auburndale. So that's the last time that these two teams met. And taking a look at Auburndale and their season so far, they've had some pretty good success. They've beaten the teams that they needed to beat. And then you might as well get their biggest win this season was against Pittsville, when Auburndale beat Pittsville 51-43. And Pittsville is currently a 2 seed in their Division 5. So that is probably the biggest win of the season for Auburndale. And they got that one done on their home floor back at the end of January. And the Pittsville Panthers are in action tonight against Greenwood. That we also have that game on Zaleski Sports as well. That's a 2-3 matchup there as well. And so Neillsville coming into this game with a record of 21-4, as I mentioned, off of that win against Luther, finishing perfect in the Clover Belt East, 14-0. And so now we're going to take a quick break for our national anthem, and we'll be right back to Neillsville after this.
Need a new mattress? Mall Furniture in downtown Marshfield has mattresses, and you can save like never before. We have stacks of mattresses, save big on factory liquidations and closeouts, one-of-a-kind items, and mismatched fabrics. Save on special purchases and rollback pricing on two-sided flippable mattresses. Discounts on adjustable bases and even clearance pricing on floor models.
The furniture people for good home furnishings. Mall Furniture, where value is yours.
Your search for a new car or truck starts at Gross Motors of Neillsville. Gross Motors of Neillsville will provide a stress-free car buying experience backed by a lifetime engine warranty on new vehicles and most used vehicles, and always the guaranteed best price. Step inside to work with a member of our expert sales staff. Gross Motors in Neillsville also has a full-service department to keep you on the road. The team here at Gross Motors in Neillsville is looking forward to meeting you soon.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
And welcome back here to Neillsville High School regional final action here on a Saturday night. Thanks for tuning in here on Zaleski Sports as we cover all of these playoff games from around the area, around the state, great state of Wisconsin. It's a big night here for girls basketball, and we got a packed-out gym here in Neillsville as a bunch of fans from Auburndale have packed out half the gym as they only got a short drive, comparatively, down here to Neillsville. Neillsville packing out the other side. And we're going to be in for a good game here tonight between the Warriors and the Auburndale Eagles. Let's take a look at the starting lineups. First for Auburndale. Auburndale is starting number 14, Gracie Hazenoral, a freshman. A sophomore, number 22, Sydney Wolf. A freshman, number 24, Rose Hazenoral. A freshman, number 32, Braylee Grimm. And a junior, number 34, Maya Krings. Looking up and down this Auburndale Eagles roster, you see a lot of freshmen and sophomores. So a younger squad here for head coach Dale Owie. And the Auburndale Eagles are led in scoring this season by Maya Katzenberger with 8 points per game. Rose Hazenoral is averaging 7.4, one of those freshmen in the starting lineup. And then Lily Belanti is another freshman averaging 7.3 points per game. If you look down the Eagles scoring, it's really a balanced scoring attack. The scoring discrepancy isn't that much between the two teams, or between the players, I should say. Open tip goes to Auburndale. They're in their blues, and they're going to have their hands full here tonight with Neillsville and that ball pressure, and they almost get a turnover there. In fact, they do. That's going to be stolen away by Gracie Shanegarth. Layup in transition, no good. Gets her own rebound, put back out. It goes out of bounds, staying on this end with the Warriors. Neillsville has been, once again, field a strong girls basketball team, and they're going to need a good performance here tonight against Auburndale. That shot by Dable is off the mark, and Kuhn loses it out of bounds for Neillsville. Neillsville is led in scoring by Paris Opelt with 17 points per game, Maddie Dable with 13, and Sydney Supke with 10.7. That's going to go out of bounds. It will stay on this end with the Eagles. As I mentioned, the Neillsville Warriors also with a pretty young squad. One senior is Paris Opelt. They have 3 juniors, and then the rest are freshmen and sophomores. So a young squad as well for Neillsville, young for Auburndale. So a bright future for both of these schools as far as for girls basketball is concerned. But for one of these teams, the future is now because one team is going to be moving on to the sectionals after tonight's game. And that's going to go out of bounds. It will go back to Neillsville. Another early turnover there for Auburndale. Auburndale setting up a full court press. Opelt gets trapped in the corner. Nicely done to get over top of that trap. Pass up ahead to Supke. It's going to go out of bounds. It will stay with Neillsville. These two teams have seen each other once this season, and that's an advantage. That way you have a little bit of familiarity. You kind of know what you're going for or getting into here. But at least speaking with Coach Geyer from last night's game, he said once you get into the playoffs, you just have to play your game of basketball really well. You can't really entirely worry about the other team. Sure, you want to limit their top scorers, but you also want to be very sound on your end and play your best basketball. And that's what these two schools certainly will want to do tonight, even though they did see each other once already. That's going to be stolen away there by Dable. Dable bringing it across over to Opelt for three. That's off the left wing. Left wing three, no good. Supke comes down with the rebound for the Warriors. Back to Opelt at the free throw line. Kick out to Shane Garth. Dribbles, kick out Supke. Left wing three is good. Sydney Supke for three. Picking up right where she left off last night. Supke had hit a couple of threes there. And so picking right up with that left wing three. Gets Neillsville out to the early lead. That three off the mark. Rebound tracked down there by Dable. Dable pass back up to Opelt. Opelt, the lone senior for the Warriors. Pass off to Shane Garth. Going inside Supke. Kick around on the left wing now with Dable. Back into the corner. Supke for three. That goes in and out. And it's going to go out of bounds. It will stay on this end with Neillsville. Little cold shooting here early on from both teams. Might be a carryover from last night. Neillsville inbound, three from the corner. That one's airballed. Supke comes down with the rebound, though, in the corner. That's going to go out, and it will stay on this end once again with Neillsville. Inbound with Paris Opelt on the right wing. Driving inside, and she's going to have that one blocked from behind. Bringing it up, pass back ahead with Rose Hazenorrell. Back into the right corner with Gracie Hazenorrell. And in a jumper from just inside the arc, good from Maya Krings. So 2-point basket there from Krings. It's now a 3-2 Warriors lead. Opelt, left wing three is up and in. Nice three there from Paris Opelt. And another turnover there from Auburndale. Coming away with that one is Ormond. Back into the corner now. And a foul is going to be called. Lawrence is going to get fouled there on Auburndale. That's called on Maya Krings. Watch out. If Neillsville can start hitting their threes, they can really blow this game wide open. They've hit on about half of their attempts here in the early couple of minutes in this one. So if Neillsville can start making threes, this game could get out of hand early. Shane Garth bringing it up. Pass to Dable. Opelt with it, top of the arc. Neillsville's got some good looks on some corner threes. Dable going to drive, though, and score along that left baseline. Maddie Dable for two. Out to an 8-2 lead, almost stolen there. Neillsville does a nice job of getting back on defense. Kick out three is off the mark there from Rose Hazenorrell. It's going to go out of bounds. It'll stay on this end with Auburndale. Hope Schulte comes into the game for Auburndale. Inbounding is Krings. Getting into Schulte on the left wing. Kick over left corner now. Now right wing now with Rose Hazenhorrell. Right baseline jumper, no good. Rebound and put back right there is Sydney Wolf. Good basket there from Wolf. Makes this a 4-point game early on. Opelt kicking out now with Dable. Subkey loses her balance, and we're going to get a foul called. Blocking foul called there on Hope Schulte. Our game tonight on Zaleski Sports is brought to you by Russell's of Neillsville. Russell's has more of what you're looking for. Stop in today on Highway 10 East in Neillsville or online at russellsofneillsville.com. Nice pass inside, Paris Opelt. Right block jumper off the mark. Rebound is by Kuhn, and she's going to get fouled and head to the free throw line. 2 shots here for Jess Kuhn. First one is no good. One more coming. Go to Hiller's True Value for Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center. Get the tools you trust from the people you can depend on. Hiller's True Value in Marshfield. Second free throw for Kuhn is good. And we got a timeout. 30-second timeout called there by Auburndale. And we're going to take a timeout as well. We'll be right back with more basketball on Zaleski Sports after this.
Hiller's True Value in Marshfield, Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center. The tools you trust from the people you can depend on. Shop the store within a store and find what you're looking for.
That's what I was looking for. That's what I was looking for. Now that's what I was looking for.
Looks like you found what you're looking for.
We redesigned our store to offer the biggest selection of Milwaukee tools.
A selection so big you'll need a map to find your way out.
Hiller's True Value in Marshfield, Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center.
Look at that. We had the Hiller True Value advertisement for you as well. I don't know if Isaac planned that out. Did you plan that out? He did not. Okay, it was just a coincidence. Look at that. So you got Hiller's True Value twice in a row. That must be a sign. So, 9-4 lead here. Auburndale bringing that one across half court. Stolen away by Opelt. And pass ahead. Good for Maddie Dable. Layup in transition there from Dable. And now a 7-point lead for Neillsville out of that timeout. And now that's going to go out of bounds. It will go back to Neillsville. It's a questionable call there. I thought that one went off of Shane Garth's foot out of bounds, but the official was looking. Oh, nice steal there. And the basket is no good in transition by Sydney Wolf, but she'll go to the line here to shoot 2. Going back to that call on that end, the official was looking from behind, so he kind of saw that one go off of the Auburndale Eagles. But nonetheless, Sydney Wolf makes up for that call, I should say, by getting that steal off of the inbounds pass and getting to the line. She's able to knock down both of those free throws. And so now the full court press put on by Auburndale. Subkey will pass it up to Dable. Back up top with Opelt. Opelt driving middle of the lane. Shot no good. Rebound taken inside there by Krings. And now that pass is going to go just a little bit far, out of bounds, and another turnover there for Auburndale. You kind of see early on here that Warrior defense is doing a nice job of just forcing bad passes And last night's game against Luther, we saw a lot of that in the first half, where the Warriors' defense was able to force a lot of bad passes and come away with steals. Early in this one looks to be a similar story, except that time we got a shoe on the floor. It looks like Jess Kuhn lost her shoe. Auburndale is going to come away with it in transition. Shane Garth comes away with the steal. Now on this other end, they throw the shoe outside of the playing area, so Jess Kuhn is now playing with one shoe. The officials will stop it, and Kuhn will get the shoe back. And so Kuhn is going to have to get her shoe back on here. She lost that on their offensive possession. Kuhn's going to come out, get that shoe all fixed up. So with 12 minutes here, a 5-point lead for the Warriors early on in this one. Opelt, shot from just inside the arc, no good. Rebound inside, taken there by Anding. And we're going to have a foul underneath. It'll go back to Neillsville. So they'll inbound along their own baseline. Shane Garth with it on the left wing, catches the inbounds pass. Backhand off with Anding. Turning it over to Opelt in the left corner. Subkey for three for the top of the arc. That's no good, and we have a foul on the rebound. That was a nice rebound underneath there by Maya Katzenberger. That's going to be the second team foul on Neillsville. Auburndale will inbound. Eagles student section. Very hyped up over there. Opelt is going to get called for the double dribble. And it will go back to Auburndale. She's right in that corner there. It looks like it's some of the boys' basketball team over there as well as some other students. And a turnover there. Pass ahead to Dable. Dable missing the layup. Rebound taken by Krings. Jumper is no good there. It's going to go out of bounds. It will stay on this end with Auburndale. Thinking that student section over there for Auburndale is perfectly placed in that left corner. They could, the last couple of possessions on offense, Paris has caught the ball over in that left corner, and that student section's been like right on top of her. Maybe perhaps force that last turnover. Ball on top of the arc is Lily Belanti for the Eagles. Pass over now with Krings on the right wing. Looking to get it inside. They find Katzenberger. Kick out three. No good for Krings. Rebound is going to be tracked down. They are taken by Shane Garth. As Dable will bring it up the floor. Back over to Opelt. Hand off with Shane Garth. Over to Dable on the left wing. Into Shane Garth in the corner. And a blocking foul is going to be called there on Lily Belanti. Love the student sections here for both teams as they're both getting into it. Once we hit playoff time, the student sections come alive. There we go. I'd like to see that. Inbound to Shane Garth with it at the top of the arc here for Neillsville. Back up now with Dable. 5-point lead here as we approach 10 minutes left in this first half. Another foul is going to be called. This one once again on Auburndale. That's going to be the fifth team foul on Auburndale. On the farm, you rely on your equipment to keep you moving. So contact Eagle Tire Center for on the farm, in the field tire service. Eagle Tire Center has good old-fashioned know-how and modern equipment to repair or replace any farm implement tire, no matter what the size. contact Eagle Tire Center of Neillsville and ask them about rebates on farm tires. That was a nice possession there on defense for Auburndale, and now we have looks like maybe a jump ball. That's what they're going to call as Shane Garth gets tied up there with Belanti. Substitutions into the game for Neillsville, holding a 5-point lead. Both of these teams playing each other fairly even here so far. Inbound pass stolen away there by Landgraf. Back out to Dable on the left wing. Neillsville has held the possession longer than Auburndale has. That's why they have a 5-point lead. That pass is almost tipped away. Chased down and over a back call there on Ormond. I think she forgot that she was close to that half-court line. Had to dribble out of the double team and dribbled into the backcourt. So some good defense there from Auburndale forces the turnover. Eagles inbounding, getting it in to Katzenberger. Back up top of the arc now with Nagel. Looking to go inside, turnaround shot is up and in. Nice basket there from Maya Katzenberger. She had a nice post up and then just able to hit the nice turnaround. Opelt bringing it across here for Neillsville. Kick into the left corner now with Kuhn, who's got her shoe back on. Dable using the Kuhn screen, dribbles to the free throw line. Back into the corner looking for Subkey. That's going to be taken away by Katzenberger. In transition, kick out top of the arc. Over left corner, foot was on the line, shot no good. Opelt comes down with the rebound, and then we have a foul is going to be called. That's going to be on Katzenberger. That is number 7 on Auburndale. Number 6, excuse me. So next foul will be bonus free throws here for Neillsville. Neillsville's done a nice job. They only have 2 fouls here in this opening half. A good double team there coming from the Eagles. They get it away to Opelt. Pass up ahead with Supke. Over to Dable in the corner. Dable driving. Baseline jumper, no good. Rebound taken by Gracie Hazenhorrell. Loses her balance in the backcourt. Able to get it back, though, from Katzenberger. Quick pass up ahead, and baseline jumper good from Sydney Wolf. Nice job by Auburndale, able to break that press. Up ahead, Kuhn is ahead of everybody, and Jess Kuhn gets the basket there for Neillsville. Little breakdown on defense there from Auburndale, and now it's a 3-point lead again for Neillsville. Pass back up ahead, 3. Dribbled into it, couldn't get it to go though. It's going to go out of bounds. Back to the Warriors. So with 7.5 minutes here, Neillsville had been stuck at 11 for the longest time. Just got a 2-point basket there off of that breakdown in transition, breakdown defensively in transition there by Auburndale. And so Auburndale's done a nice job here in this first half, really holding Neillsville down in the scoring column. Let's see if they can continue their good defense here for the rest of this first half. And Auburndale will take that. And then just another turnover, a couple of bad passes, and Neillsville has it right back. Opelt with it on the left wing. Dribbles to the free throw line. Jumper is up and in. Nice jumper there from Paris Opelt. Stepping in confidently to that shot. We're back up to a 5-point game. And that's over and back. over and back call there on Krings. She passed it right into the backcourt as soon as she had crossed half court. That double team is lethal for Neillsville as soon as they're going to trap you as soon as you get across half court. And they did a nice job there making Auburndale pay as they forced the turnover. We're going to take a full time out. We'll be back with more basketball here on Zaleski Sports after this.
Why work for Staub Construction?
Everybody around you is just family.
Everybody seems to bond together and get along good, and
they, I believe, truly care about their employees.
Staub has a great benefits package.
Staub is an employee-owned company that puts a large emphasis on work-life balance.
And everybody wants to see everybody succeed.
It's a good place to work.
Join the team at Staub Construction. Apply now at staubco.com.
Witness the difference of a Catholic education at Columbus Catholic Schools.
I think everyone should just know what makes this place special.
Come and see. That's just what the Lord always said, and put your toe in the water. There are great schools, and it's a good fit. I'd always want them to come and to just feel the goodness and the family atmosphere.
I invite everyone just to come in and see what it's about and to see if it might be right for them and their family.
We invite you to schedule a tour today.
And welcome back here to Neillsville High School girls regional final action here on Zaleski Sports here Saturday night in central Wisconsin. Out of that timeout, it will be Warriors basketball as they inbound to Paris Opelt. During that timeout, watching Coach Geyer, he was drawing up something offensively. So let's see what he has for this out of timeout play. Back up top, they go with Kuhn. Kuhn swinging around. Supke, jumper from just inside the arc, no good. Rebound is going to go out of bounds. It'll go back to Auburndale. I'm pleasantly surprised here with Auburndale. They've been able to stick with Neillsville here in the early going. And considering their first time these two teams matched up, it was a 34-point victory for Neillsville. So far, Auburndale hanging right with the Warriors. Although that time, Dable missing in transition after Subke came away with the steal, and now he got a foul called underneath. That foul is going to be called on the Eagles, Katzenberger. And so at the line, shooting 1-and-1 is Maddie Dable. That last possession, a nice steal there by Subke, able to find Dable out ahead in transition. Dable just wasn't able to get the basket to go. It looks like she hesitated on that one, and that allowed the defender to be able to get back in transition on defense. The Maple Dude Pure Maple Syrup since 1858. Look for the Maple Dude brand where you shop for groceries and find them at mapledude.com or visit the Maple Dude World Headquarters on Highway 10 in Granton. As the Maple Dude says, keep it real. Rebound taken there by Jess Kuhn. Opelt pass up to Subke. Free throw line, kick out right corner three by Subke is no good. Rebound taken down low by Sydney Wolf. A 7-point lead here for Neillsville, their largest of this first half. And now another turnover, I should say. This one taken away by Kuhn. Pass up Opelt for three. That's no good. Rose Hazenhorl comes down with the rebound for Auburndale. Auburndale's going to have to get some baskets here. They don't want this game to get out of control here in the first half. And that pass is going to be stolen away by Subke. She just stepped in and took that one right away. That's 3 turnovers on the last 3 possessions for Auburndale, all with steals. Off of passes, I should say. We got another foul this time inside. That's going to be called on Rose Hazenhorl. 2 shots here for Sydney Supke. That one is able to bounce in. So Neillsville on a little bit of a run here out of that. Kind of see Neillsville tightening things up on the defensive end. This game is slowly getting away. I shouldn't say it's gotten away from Auburndale yet, but it's moving in that direction. Auburndale is going to have to be able to get a lot cleaner passes off on their end of the floor. Just execute with a little bit more efficiency if they want to come back here over the final 5 minutes of this first half. That's not going to help you. That pass goes out of bounds. Back to Neillsville once again. Opelt will bring it up. Back to Shane Garth. She's looking to get across half court. Picks up the dribble. Make sure to stop in to see your friends at Schmitty's on Main in Neillsville. They're your family-friendly restaurant serving breakfast, lunch, and their fantastic Friday night fish fry. Dine-in, delivery, or takeout. Ask them about catering. Go to Schmitty's on Main of Neillsville. They're also on Facebook. Paris Opelt trapped in the corner. Does a nice job able to dribble out of that trap. Over now to Supke. Back up top of the arc here with Dable. Dable driving, kick out. Shangarth, look at the three, is airballed. Back to Dable, and Maddie Dable gets a layup to go. She's done a nice job here in this first half of getting offensive rebounds and converting those into points. And now we're out to an 11-point Neillsville lead, and another tipped pass leads to another Eagles turnover. That is 5 turnovers over their last 5 possessions. 4 minutes left in this first half, and Neillsville is pulling away here towards the end of this first half. Shane Garth with it, back up to Dable. Over to Opelt. Opelt's jumper is good. Pure-looking jump shot there from Paris Opelt. She's got a very nice mid-range game, showing that offense style here tonight. Kring's jumper, can't get that one to fall. Kuhn comes down with the rebound, and we're going to have a foul called there once again on Auburndale. That foul called on Grimm. Her first, team 9th. One thing to notice here in this first half is the foul discrepancy. Auburndale already has 9, Neillsville only with 2. I'm not saying that that the officials are calling it a specific way. It's just that's how this first half has gone. Neillsville has been playing a much cleaner first half, at least foul-wise, than Auburndale. Neillsville's just done a nice job of just being aggressive without fouling, which is a hard thing to do. But that's what you get from the top-seeded Warriors. Subkey with the basket inside. Neillsville just patiently working through their offense. They're just looking for good shots whenever they can get them. There, that one's going to be taken away up to Opelt. And offensive foul called there on Paris Opelt. And so the turnover there for the Warriors. They've had very few turnovers here in this first half. Back on the defensive end of the floor, there was a nice job there by Kuhn, able to once again step in and force the turnover. Neillsville's done a fantastic job of just being aggressive at the point of the catch, without fouling, I should say. So when Auburndale catches the basketball, somebody's usually around right there able to tip that away. And that's one thing I've noticed about the Warriors over from tonight and last night. Neillsville plays some very good on-the-ball defense. And so that forces a lot of turnovers. And fortunately, those turnovers have led to points. And now a 15-point lead for the Warriors here with just under 3 minutes left. We're going to take a quick break.
To better halves. Mike, what are you looking for?
Skip, I'm not getting older. I'm getting better. I still got big plans for my life and my Medicare.
I know exactly what you want from Medicare. Same as all the other guys. Me! Hey, Mike, I'm Sheila from Security, and I'm just like you. In fact, I'm from your neighborhood, and I've got a Medicare plan that treats you like you.
Did it just get better in here?
And welcome back here to Neillsville High School. Regional final act, 15-point lead over the number 4 seeded Auburndale Eagles. That pass is going to be stolen away, taken away there by Chesney Nagel. Back up to Katzenberger, caught at the free throw line. Both of these teams are young teams, but making it this far is a good accomplishment. It's going to be last touched by Neillsville. It will go back to Auburndale. As I mentioned at the beginning of this game, Neillsville has made it out of the regional for the last 5 years. And so they're looking to do that once again here tonight, get into the sectional action. Meanwhile, Auburndale has made it out of last year they got stopped in the regional final, but the previous couple of years they made it out of the regional as well. Shane Garth with it on the right wing, inside to Opelt. And we're going to get a foul called there. That was a questionable call. Foul called there on Belanti. They said that everybody in the gym says that she was straight up. And nonetheless, that's going to be the 10th team foul there on Auburndale. Opelt will knock down the free throw. So far, that might be the only questionable call that I've seen here tonight. The officials doing a nice job here in this regional final. Opelt knocks down the second free throw. Neillsville, meanwhile, has done a fantastic job at the free throw line, converting 7 of 8. Opelt comes away with the steal, pass ahead. Dable, layup in transition is good. Maddie Dable has been the star of the first half here tonight for the Warriors. Another basket in transition, and now a 19-point Neillsville lead. It really just came at that moment when and Opelt will once again get the basket. Easy layup, defensive breakdown there by Auburndale. Things started to go south there for the Eagles at about the 6 or 5 minute mark out of a timeout. Neillsville just put together a little bit of a run, gained all the momentum, and Auburndale has been stuck at 10 points for the last 5 or 6 minutes. Another foul there called on Auburndale. That one is going to be called on Belanti, her second, team 10th. Pass into Dable. Dable pass back up now. You go with Anding. Anding gets it back. Jumper from just inside the arc, no good. Rebound taken there by Walk. Back out 3 from Dable, right wing, no good. Walk comes down with the board once again for the Warriors. Dribbles back out to the left wing, under a minute now. Getting it into Opelt. Opelt going back cross court. Walk driving, that's going to dribble off of her foot. And a travel call there on Maya Krings. Another turnover there for Auburndale. Neillsville will inbound here with about 30 seconds left. Inbound to Dable. Left corner 3 is up and in. Actually, that was a 2. She had her foot on the line. 2 for Maddie Dable. And we got a foul called here on Paris Opelt. Maddie Dable, the second leading scorer for Neillsville, and she is just a freshman. She has put together an amazing performance here in this first half for the Warriors. And it's now a 23-point lead here for Neillsville. Neillsville just seemed to click everything into place there at about that 6-minute mark in the first half. Everything seemed to click into place, and they are just looking unstoppable from that point out. Driving down on the left baseline, kick out. That pass is stolen away by Dable. Dable down to 7 seconds. Shot from just inside the arc is no good there for Ormond. And that will do it in this first half. Neillsville with a 33-10 lead going into the halftime break. Can you believe it? At one point, I believe this game was 11-10. Neillsville on a 22-0 run to finish that first half. I'm gonna just have to double check my stat on that one. But I think it was 11-10 at one point. But nonetheless, Neillsville closing out the half in dominant fashion, showing you why they are the number 1 seed that they are. And so we're going to take a quick break here, and we'll have our halftime show from Neillsville after these messages.
Hi, I'm Shad from Next Step Prosthetics. 5 years ago, we opened our practice to provide life-changing prosthetics that are both comfortable and functional.
I would definitely recommend Shai.
Shai is very compassionate, caring.
We've grown to serve patients throughout Wisconsin. We want to thank them, their families, and providers who have trusted us on their journey.
Go to Next Step, because it's going to change your life.
Why wait another day? Call to set up a free, no-obligation evaluation. Let us take the next step together towards a better life.
Let your job journey begin at Express Employment Professionals. Find hundreds of employers looking for a candidate like you, all in one place at one time. And let Express Employment help connect you with your future career. With locations in Stevens Point, Wausau, Marshfield, and Medford, you'll find local jobs right in your community, including direct hire and evaluation to hire opportunities. Express Employment specializes in light industrial, skilled trades, professional, and office careers. Begin your job journey today with Express Employment Professionals at expresspros.com. Chili Implement, located just west of Marshfield in Chili, is your Kubota dealer in central Wisconsin. Big or small, Chili Implement has all the best equipment waiting for you. From farm tractors to lawn care, plus work and have fun in a Kubota side-by-side. Choose Chili Implement for your parts and service too. Chili Implement, open Monday through Saturday to serve you and 24/7 online at chiliimplement.com.
Welcome to Russell's of Neillsville. Come on in and let me show you around. Washers, dryers, freezers, ranges, and refrigerators. Sofas, mattresses, lift chairs too. Russell's of Neillsville. More of what you're looking for.
And welcome back here to Neillsville High School. Regional final action here between the Neillsville Warriors and the Auburndale Eagles. Thank you for tuning into Zaleski Sports on this Saturday night in February as we got girls basketball. Number 1 Neillsville and number 4 Auburndale. And you can see that the Warriors put together a very dominant first half. And I was right. They finished that first half on a 22-0 run. That started at the 8-minute mark there in that first half. It was 11-10, but from 8 minutes, the final 8 minutes of the game, Neillsville goes 22-0 and 22 straight points to close out the half. Can't ask for anything better than that. Takes a 23-point lead into the break. Leading scorers, let's first look at Auburndale. They were led with 6 points by Sydney Wolf. She did a nice job from Auburndale coming out and put together a very solid first half for the Eagles. She's not one of their main scorers, but she certainly came to play here tonight for Auburndale, doing some good things on both ends of the floor. 2 points for Maya Krings and 2 for Maya Katzenberger rounds out the scoring. for the Eagles. Meanwhile, for Neillsville, they were led by Maddie Dable, the freshman, finished with 12 points there in that first half, and she is closing in on her average, for per game average, I should say, with her performance there in the first half, just showing complete control on both ends of the floor, coming away with steals and then finishing in transition with their layup opportunities. 11 points for Paris Opelt. She's on par to finish, or she's over half of her per game average, but a very solid performance from her, doing it on all three levels, I should say. She hit a three, she had a couple of mid-range jumpers, and then got in there for a layup, and then also at the free throw line. So she scored from all over the basketball floor tonight. 7 points for Sydney Subke, another strong first half for her, and then 3 points for Jess Kuhn rounds out the scoring for the Warriors. I should remind you that Gross Motors here in Neillsville is one of our sponsors of playoff action here on Zaleski Sports. Their goal is to give you a stress-free buying experience on your next vehicle. You get the Gross lifetime engine warranty on new vehicles and the guaranteed best price. Talk to their expert sales staff today on Division Street in Neillsville or at grossmotors.com. We got Sweats County Corner Mart in Blinker. It has a friendly staff that is ready to serve up a large selection of food made to order daily, like fish fries, chicken dinners, and awesome pizzas. Drive in today on County Road P, just off of Highway 10 in Blinker. Family owned and operated for more than 100 years. DC Construction General Contractor is one of our sponsors of basketball here tonight. They do new builds and remodels, from garages, decks, and garage doors to windows and siding. They do it all. Call Dave and Cody for your next building project. You can find them on Facebook, DC Construction of Neillsville. Also, Neillsville's Grand Flooring and Design can help you with all types of flooring, plus countertops, cabinets, mattresses, and more. Check out Grand Flooring and Design on Facebook and on Graden Avenue in Neillsville. We're going to take another quick break, and we'll be back with the second half of basketball here tonight from Neillsville after these messages.
Meet your friends at Schmitty's on Main. Schmitty's on Main is open Tuesday through Sunday with daily specials for breakfast, lunch, and their Friday night fish fry. Sunday lunch always features Schmitty's signature chicken dinner. Let Schmitty's cater your next event or ask them about their banquet hall. Stop by Schmitty's today. You'll never be disappointed or go away hungry. Call a friend and make plans to meet at Schmitty's on Main, 436 Hewitt Street in Neillsville.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Neillsville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fear, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflateri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
After a couple years of a job that doesn't fit, it's time for more money, more opportunity. That is where Mid-State Technical College comes in. Would cooking be a good fit? Try on a career in welding. Perhaps the outdoors suits you better. Or maybe helping people is a better fit. No matter your path, we've got cutting-edge classes with field-trained professionals and better tuition options, making Mid-State the perfect fit.
I had an employee once ask me to prioritize family, faith, and business, and I put them in that order in particular. For each one of our employees, it's family first. You do what is best for you and your family. Then the rest of it will take care of itself. It's about making sure you make the best decisions for you and your family.
And welcome back here to Neillsville High School. Ben Brecht with you here on Zaleski Sports. Wow, that was a tough sentence. But nonetheless, we got a second half of action coming for you, and hopefully I do not stumble through sentences in the second half as well. But thanks for tuning in here tonight at a regional final here from Neillsville. The number 1 seeded Neillsville Warriors showing their dominance here tonight in this game over Auburndale. First time these two teams met, Neillsville came out on top 59-25. It looks like we might be in store for another one of those games here, just depending on how the second half shapes up. For Auburndale, you just got to start just executing on offense. Cut down on those turnovers and get some clean passes off and try to see if you can pull yourself back into this game after Neillsville ended that first half on a 22-0 run. 33-10 halftime score here. Reminding you that Mutual of Wausau Insurance has been protecting homes, farms, and businesses since 1875. Visit mutualofwausau.com to find an agent near you. Out of the halftime break, it'll be Auburndale Eagles basketball. Rose Hazenhorrell with it in the corner. We have a foul called underneath. Foul is going to be called there on Jess Kuhn. Back up top they go with Krings for Auburndale. Back to Krings, swing around to Gracie Hazenhorrell. Into the corner. That one's going to go through the hands of Rose Hazenhorrell. And so it will be an early turnover here for Auburndale. Looking to inbound. They get it into Paris Opelt. Opelt's going to lose that one. Quick pass ahead, and layup in transition is going to be finished through there by Krings, and she is going to get fouled from behind. So they're going to count the basket. They're going to say the foul came after. That foul is called on Sydney Supke. That's the second team foul on Neillsville. Inbounding. And that one's going to be stolen away, taken away there by Dable. Dable in transition. Her shot no good. Rebound tracked down by Braylee Grimm. Three-pointer off the mark. Rebound goes out of bounds. It will go the other way, back to the Warriors. So Eagles break that 8-minute scoring drought here in the first minute of this second half. With the first basket of the second half, I should say. And we have a jump ball there forced by Rose Hazenhorrell. And it will stay with Neillsville. Auburndale's going to have to keep playing aggressive and force some turnovers on this end of the floor. They came out pretty strong to start the game. There was some nice defense in the backcourt by Rose Hazenhorrell. Opelt with it. Opelt's jumper from just inside the arc, no good. Rebound tracked down inside. We have a foul is going to be called. It will go the other way. Foul called on Gracie Shanegarth. Auburndale bringing it up here. Some good defense as they almost trapped Hazenhorrell. Jumper from just inside the arc, off the mark. Supke comes down with the rebound inside for Neillsville, and we're going to have a foul on the floor. Foul called on Maya Krings. That's her second, team first here in the second half. Sydney Supke will inbound. Getting it in with Opelt, and a blocking foul called there on Krings. Opelt did a nice job there of just going at Krings as soon as she caught that. She could have easily turned around to her left side in her non-dominant hand. Did a nice job there of just drawing the foul. Using her senior leadership, or senior experience, I should say. Dable with it at the top of the arc. Back over to Shane Garth on the left wing. Back over to Dable, getting inside to Opelt. Turnaround jumper on the left block, no good. Rebound inside by Sydney Wolf. Wolf up the floor. Gets cut off. Tries to pass out of the double team. Getting it back out now with Gracie Hazenoral. Back out. Gracie's jumper no good. That's going to go out of bounds. Back to the Warriors. Make sure to find your next career path with just a phone call to Express Employment Professionals. They have locations in Wausau, Stevens Point, and Marshfield. No matter where you are in central Wisconsin, save yourself some time and find your next employer at expresspros.com. And almost a turnover there. It will stay with Neillsville. Hold a 21-point lead here early on in this second half. Auburndale is doing a nice job defensively with that full court press, making things difficult for Neillsville. Dable pass off to Ormond. Back to Kuhn at the free throw line. Dribbles inside, loses it. And it's going to be taken, scramble on the floor. They get it out to Krings. Krings pass ahead. Down to on the right block. Lose control, and we got a blocking foul that's going to be called there on Wolf. Wolf put together a strong performance in the first half for Auburndale. Just get caught with the turnover and then with the foul. That is her first, team third. Supke will inbound here for the Warriors. And so some subs in on both sides. We'll try to get to some other scores here from around the area, or other games, I should say, as well on Zaleski Sports that we have going on tonight. Dable will get the inbound, gets trapped in the corner, able to get out of that. Nicely done there by the freshman. And now that pass is going to go into the backcourt. It'll be a turnover. Auburndale will set up with it on their end of the floor. Ormond was looking for someone, and that pass just went a little bit awry. Grey Dog Axe Throwing is now open in Marshfield. It's fun for all ages 8 and older, so bring your whole family. Join a league or plan a party. Book your awesome experience today. Visit thegreydagaxe.com or find them on Facebook for more information. Pass over to Nagel, looking to go inside, and a travel call there on Grimm. Not much scoring here over the first 3.5 minutes. Just a basket from Auburndale. Both of these teams coming out a little bit slow out of that halftime break. Opelt bringing it across. Back over now, driving is Anding. Kick back out to Walk. Walk dribbles to the middle of the lane. Kick out Supke for 3. And that is good. Sydney Supke gets a favorable bounce on that one and is able to put it in. Back out to a 23-point game. Well, 24-point game, I should say. Jumper from the free throw line off the mark there from Katzenberger. Opelt comes down with the board for Neillsville. Opelt bringing it across for the Warriors. Kick out right corner 3 is up and in. Nice 3 there from Layla Walk. First three of the game. Opelt comes away with the steal and the easy layup in transition. Basket for Paris Opelt. Steal and score. That was a nice three there from Layla Walk. What I've seen from Neillsville is that if you lead them wide open from behind the arc, they're going to probably make you pay. And so that's what happened on that last possession. Walk was wide open, and she made him pay. Dave will pass up ahead now to Walk. Walk drives inside and is going to get fouled. Nice job there by Layla Walk. Walk is a freshman, and she is starting the second half with a lot of energy here for the Warriors. But Walk is doing a fantastic job, I should say. That time, she just saw that she was wide open, so instead of taking the three, she just went and drove it straight to the hoop and then was able to get the foul. One more free throw here for Layla Walk, out to a 30-point lead. The Sports Scene in Marshfield is your official fanwear store for players' jerseys, hats, autographed memorabilia, and more. Sports Scene up the stairs from World Buffet in the Marshfield Mall. 2 for 2 at the line there for Layla Walk. Auburndale inbounding now to Kylie Anderson. Her first appearance of the night. We have a foul going to be called there on Neillsville. Foul called on Walk. Fourth team foul on the Warriors. That's already more than what they had in the first half. That's just an impressive stat considering they only had 2 fouls in the first half. So it's and there's another foul there. That one's going to be on Supke on that shot. A very clean first half from Neillsville. They really seemed to click at that 8-minute mark and have never looked back. That 22-0 run has really gotten them going. Actually, I should say, counting this here as we go into the second half, that free throw is no good. 2 missed free throws there from Maya Katzenberger. But counting into the second half, we got a 32-2 run for Neillsville. Showing you why they are the number 1 seed and why this team is looking to get possibly to state this year. Opelt is going to come away with the steal and layup in transition for Paris. Extending the lead even more now. We're out to 33-point lead with 12 minutes left. And a turnover there once again for Auburndale. Make sure to pick up all your pets' favorites from Fleet Farm. Find everything from food and treats to toys and healthcare products under one roof from all the brands you trust. Dogs or cats, they've got you covered. Shop your pets' everyday essentials at Fleet Farm. Make sure to get Culligan Water for only $9.95 a month for the first 3 months. Visit Sterling Culligan Water at CulliganH2O.com. Pass up to Walk here for the Warriors. And a travel there on Layla Walk. Neillsville I mentioned both of these teams are young teams. And we've seen a lot of freshmen play on both sides of from both teams, I should say. Layla Walk off the bench for Neillsville. Maddie Dable is having a fantastic night. A jumper there from Hope Schulte, one of the seniors. One of the seniors for Auburndale. Going back to the freshmen here, for Neillsville, Braylon Anding, a freshman, gets some good playing time on a nightly basis. And so those 3 freshmen for Neillsville, part of the regular rotation, I should say. Meanwhile, for Auburndale, we've seen Gracie Hazenhorrell, one of the starters, Rose Hazenhorrell, one of the starters, Braylee Grimm, another starter as a freshman, Maya Katzenberger's come off the bench as a freshman, and Chesney Nagel has gotten some playing time as well here in this first half. So a lot of youth on both of these teams, and they have bright futures for at least looking ahead. And a jump ball underneath the basket. And speaking of their youth, I should say, we should contrast that with the seniors. There's only one senior for Neillsville, that's Paris Opelt, their leading scorer. And a big three there by Kylie Anderson. Kylie Anderson with a big three there for Auburndale. They got now 7 points here in the second half. Back over to Opelt, and we're going to get a quick timeout called there by Neillsville. And Auburndale, they have two seniors, Hope Schulte, who plays off the bench, getting considerable playing time, and then also senior Paige Swenson. We have a quick timeout here called by Coach Geyer of Neillsville, and we're going to take it with them. We'll be back with more basketball after this.
For over 50 years, the Dental Clinic of Marshfield has served the area with the talent and expertise of big city dentistry with a hometown feel. With our multi-specialty staff and board-certified periodontist, orthodontist, and pediatric dentist, Dental Clinic of Marshfield has solutions for our patients of all ages from 1 to 100. We take pride in being in-network with an array of insurance companies to meet the needs of our community and our patients. No matter what your dental need, the Dental Clinic of Marshfield will be there for you.
And welcome back here to Neillsville High School Regional Final. We'll have the ceremony at the end of this game that we'll bring to you here live on Zaleski Sports. Is Neillsville in complete control of this one, looking to win their regional final here tonight. Auburndale got beat in their regional final last season. It's starting to look like it will be the same story here once again for the Eagles this year as well. Opelt with it at the top of the arc. Dribbles into the middle of the lane and gets a layup to go. Paris Opelt for another two there for the Warriors. And back out to a 30-point lead. Here as we are under 10 minutes. Dribbling inside and going to be fouled. Wolf on the drive. Foul called on Supke. And Auburndale will inbound underneath their own baseline. Jumper from just inside the arc, rolls around and is no good. Rebound tracked down underneath, and the basket good there for Sydney Wolf. A bright spot here tonight for Auburndale. Back up top now with Dable. Kicking it out into the right corner, Supke for three, rolls around and in. Sydney Supke, her third three of the night. 50 points for the Warriors. Scramble underneath and a jump ball. Possession arrow points to Neillsville as they get the basketball right back. Kuhn coming back in for Neillsville. Dable will bring it across. Looking to get ahead to Kuhn. That's going to go out of bounds. It will stay on this end with the Warriors. With it on top for Neillsville is Ormond. And we got a foul is going to be called there. Foul called on the Eagles, Hope Schulte. Ormond will inbound here for Neillsville with about 9 minutes left in this one. You can get 2 $6 cheeseburgers at A&W. That's 2 cheeseburgers for just $6 at your nearest A&W All-American Food locations in Altoona, Cadott, Withee, and Spencer. Pass over to Anding. Trying to kick that one out. That's going to go out of bounds. Looks like Ormond just stopped on that. Under 9 minutes left here. Stop Construction is a premier builder of municipal and industrial water and wastewater treatment systems in the Midwest. Stop Construction, a 100% employee-owned company. Back up top, working, swinging around now with Krings, looking to go inside. Katzenberger's jumper is no good. Rebound taken down low there by Anding. Back up with Dable, has that one stolen away. Layup in transition, no good for Schulte, but she's going to get fouled from behind. Hope Schulte will go to the free throw line. Push from behind called on Maddie Dable. That's the 7th team foul on Neillsville. At the line shooting 2, going to be Hope Schulte. The Dahlman Insurance Agency, LLC, has been family-owned and operated, covering homes, businesses, and farms in Midwest Wisconsin since 1978. Dahlman Insurance is an independent agency, so they can find the best rate for the coverage for your unique situation. They have offices in Greenwood and Thorpe and service customers throughout Midwest Wisconsin. Find them at DahlmanInsurance.com. Dahlman Insurance, come for the rates, stay for the service. And we get 2 free throws here now for Maya Katzenberger, able to knock that one in. And second free throw rolls around and out. Rebound taken there by Kuhn. 4-on-1 for Neillsville. Shane Garth is going to slow it down, though. Get it out to Kuhn. Back up top they go with Anding. Anding looking to get it off to someone. Finds Kuhn. We're under 8 minutes here. Back up to Shane Garth. 30-point lead here for Neillsville. We'll have to see roughly when Coach Geyer starts to pull some of the regular. Well, he's already started to pull the starters. But we still got some of the starters still in there. See if he goes a little bit deeper into the bench over the last 8 minutes. Back up to Kuhn with it on the right wing. Corner 3, right corner 3 is good. Kaylee Lawrence, her first 3 of the night. A great look there from Lawrence and able to knock that one in. Fantastic for Kaylee. Schulte, right left wing 3, no good. Shane Garth comes down with the rebound. One thing I noticed here is Coach Geyer does a nice job of integrating his starters with the bench. And so you always got a little bit of starting experience out there. Basket is no good. Rebound and putback by Anding is off the mark. Rebound taken inside there by Lily Belanti. Free throw line jumper no good. There from Katzenberger. Shane Garth comes away with it. You look at the splits for Neillsville as far as for minutes wise, and you see that nobody's really out there for like a large portion of any of the games. Even leading scorer Paris Opelt isn't out there, I should say, for a bunch of extended minutes. Hope Schulte got the basket there for Auburndale. Get up now, and a foul is going to be called. Anding is going to get fouled, and she'll go to the line. And so 53-22, a 31-point lead here for Auburndale. They're going to take a timeout, and we're going to take a full timeout with them. We'll be back with more of the second half of basketball here from Neillsville High School after these messages.
Bauer & Feind has been based in Marshfield since 1955. And if you're in business that long, you're obviously doing many things right. We always focus on selling world-class products, backing it up with world-class customer support.
Working with Bauer & Feind Business Technologies has been a pleasure. We have staff on call that we can call if we ever have issues, and the printer usability has been really easy, user-friendly.
Give us a call, visit our website. We'd be happy to come in, talk to you. Maybe there's a way we can help you save some money and work more efficiently.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
Welcome back here to Neillsville High School. We got about 6 minutes left in this one in a 31-point lead for the Warriors. The number 1 seeded Neillsville Warriors showing their dominance once again here tonight over Auburndale in this 1-4 matchup. Back up top now with Kuhn. Kuhn, one of the starters, still in there for Neillsville. And that jumper is good. That's going to be, I believe, Ormond for 2 for Neillsville. Into the corner now with Gracie Hazenhorrell. Jumper from inside the lane, no good. Rebound taken inside, and that's going to be a jump ball. Forced, it will stay on this end here with Neillsville. An SCS apartment or home is where you want to live, work, and play all throughout central Wisconsin, the Chippewa Valley, and the Fox Valley. No matter where you live, look to SC Swiderski to make you feel right at home. Visit scswiderski.com for more. And a 33-point lead here for Neillsville. They're on a 22-12 run here in the second half. The bigger story, though, they finished off that first half on a 22-0 run. That really got them out and ahead here tonight against Auburndale. Looking to go inside, and we have a foul call down low. Foul is going to be called on Gracie Hazenhorrell. That free throw is going to be airballed out of bounds there from Braylon Anding. As the Eagles will bring it up the floor here. Driving along that baseline is Rose Hazenhorrell. Kick back out now to Gracie. At the end of this game, we'll have the trophy presentation for the regional final. Now a jumper from the left baseline there from Chesney Nagel. Another 2 points there for Auburndale. Quick pass ahead now with Anding. Back now on the left wing is going to be Ormond. Pass over to Walk. Walk with it, back up top of the arc now with Anding. Back over to Walk on the right wing using the screen. Under 4 minutes left in this one. And a big three there. Jess Kuhn able to knock that one in. Another three there for the Warriors. That was no good. Rebound comes down to Anding. And we're going to get a quick 30-second timeout here by Neillsville. That will give me a, well, let's go to a break. We'll go to a commercial break here as well, and we'll have the finish of this one here from Neillsville after this.
Need a new mattress? Mall Furniture in downtown Marshfield has mattresses, and you can save like never before. We have stacks of mattresses, save big on factory liquidations and closeouts, one-of-a-kind items, and mismatched fabrics. Save on special purchases and rollback pricing on two-sided flippable mattresses. Discounts on adjustable bases and even clearance pricing on floor models.
The furniture people for good home furnishings. Mall Furniture, where value is yours.
And welcome back here to Neillsville High School. Regional final action here. Girls basketball playoffs on Zaleski Sports. It's a new year and a new you at Blues Hair Studio on North Central Avenue in Marshfield. The stylists at Blues Hair Studio are ready to help you be the best version of yourself. So book your appointment for a fresh start in 2024 at Blues Hair Studio in Marshfield. Some new subs into the game during that timeout break. Tessa Warren comes in for Neillsville. Layla Walk comes back in. Kaylee Lawrence in there right now. We got Olivia Langrek as well as Braylon Anding. And an offensive foul called there on the Warriors. That's going to be called on Anding. Into the game for Auburndale, I should say we got Chesney Nagel out there. Taylor Anderson. We have Braley Grimm. We have Olivia Wolf as well. And last one, didn't figure out who the last one is here. Paige Swenson, one of the seniors, is out there. Under 3 minutes here. Auburndale's season is going to come to a close here tonight as they get it inside. That shot blocked. Olivia Wolf's shot blocked. Auburndale's season will come to a close here tonight, and they'll finish with a 16-10 record on the year. As I mentioned, they finished second in that Mirawood South. 16-10 on the season, and so another good season for Auburndale, but this time they're going to fall once again in the regional final. Paris Opelt comes back into the game for Neillsville. We got a full timeout called by Neillsville here with 2.5 minutes. And we're going to take a quick break as well. We'll be back with more basketball after this.
Your search for a new car or truck starts at Gross Motors of Neillsville. Gross Motors of Neillsville will provide a stress-free car buying experience backed by a lifetime engine warranty on new vehicles and most used vehicles, and always the guaranteed best price. Step inside to work with a member of our expert sales staff. Gross Motors in Neillsville also has a full-service department to keep you on the road. The team here at Gross Motors in Neillsville is looking forward to meeting you soon.
Hiller's True Value in Marshfield, Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center. The tools you trust from the people you can depend on. Shop the store within a store and find what you're looking for.
That's what I was looking for. That's what I was looking for. Now that's what I was looking for. Looks like you found what you're looking for.
We redesigned our store to offer the biggest selection of Milwaukee tools.
A selection so big you'll need a map to find your way out.
Hiller's True Value in Marshfield, Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center.
Welcome back here to Neillsville High School. Ben Brecht with you here on Zaleski Sports. Paige Opelt's going to drive to the middle of the lane. Jumper is no good, but she will go to the free throw line here to shoot 2. And so Paris at the line here with 2 minutes and 20 seconds left. That foul was called on Paige Swenson. First free throw is no good. One more here for Paris. And sub into the game for the Warriors is Ella Dittner. Second free throw is good, and that's going to do it. We realized what the stoppage was here. Paris Opelt with, I believe that is her 1,000th point in her career, and she came in just for that one. She gets it here tonight in this regional final against Auburndale. Congratulations to Paris Opelt on a fantastic achievement here for Neillsville. Mercedes Bales comes into the game as well for the Warriors. Coming up next is our Neillsville Dairy post-game show. Neillsville Dairy, where you can get your fresh cheese curds made daily. Get your cheese curds at Neillsville Dairy in Marshfield, Curtis, or at NeillsvilleDairy.com. 59-24 lead for Neillsville, in complete control of this one here tonight. Moving on to the sectional semis. We got a foul inside as Grimm will go to the free throw line here for Auburndale. Foul called on Bales. 2 shots here for Braley Grimm. Also coming up right after, or immediately after this one, we have our trophy presentation for the regional final winner. That's going to be Neillsville here. So they get a little trophy here tonight. And so we'll have that presentation for you as well here on Zaleski Sports. Second free throw good for Braley Grimm. Down to 90 seconds. Elena Mathis comes into the game for Neillsville as well. Tessa Warren with it on the right wing. Getting inside to Mathis. Mathis going to kick out. They were looking for her to shoot it. She wasn't quite sure. But she'll get it out to Warren here on the right wing. Pass over now to Dittner. Bales not going to take the shot. They really want one of them to shoot it. Warren with it. And a travel call there on Tessa Warren as we are down to a minute left. And so Neillsville will once again make it to the sectional. They made it to the sectional the last 5 seasons. They will do it once again this time around. And that shot is no good. Foul is going to be called there on Warren. Paige Swenson, the senior, going to the free throw line here. She's got an opportunity here to get herself on the board. Free throw is good. She's in the scoring column. Nicely done for Paige Swenson, one of the seniors playing her last game here tonight for Auburndale. The other senior, Hope Schulte. Schulte has 4 points. Swenson now misses the second free throw, but at least she gets 1 point in her final game here as a senior for Auburndale. Bringing it up the floor is Olivia Langrek. And off to Mathis at the top of the arc. Over to Bales. And that's going to be taken away there by Swenson. And now let's go off of her foot. And it will go back to Neillsville. So with 16 seconds left here, a 33-point lead for Neillsville. They'll come away with the victory here tonight over Auburndale. And our Neillsville Dairy postgame show will be coming up next. Make sure to get your cheese curds made daily. Find them on Neillsville Dairy in Marshfield, Curtis, or online at NeillsvilleDairy.com. And immediately after this one, we will have, right now, we will have the regional final trophy presentation here from Neillsville High School. Make sure to stay tuned for that, followed by our Neillsville Dairy post-game show. So right now, we will go through the line, and then we'll get to the trophy presentation. We'll bring that to you live here on Zaleski Sports. While I tally up the scorers here on both sides, and we wait the trophy presentation. Neillsville just in complete control of this one here from that 8-minute mark in the first half. Comes away with the victory tonight. And so we're going to take a quick break there. We got our regional champion Neillsville Warriors here as they win the regional. Congratulations to them. Once again, they make it to the sectional. Congratulations to Neillsville, the number 1 seeded Warriors, getting it done here tonight on their home floor by a final of 59-26. Held Auburndale to just 10 points in that first half. Gets the rest of the job done here tonight in a big victory. They will move on as I'm just looking up who they're going to be playing. I can get that to you here in 1 second. Neillsville is going to be taking on the winner of Westfield and Bangor. So we'll hopefully get that one final for you as well. But for now, let's go to our Neillsville Dairy post-game show. And we'll be back with that one with Coach Geyer after this.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Neillsville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. Neillsville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, we ran 7,500 pounds of milk a day. We now run 1.8 million pounds of milk a day. We buy dairy milk from 200 dairy farmers here in central Wisconsin, produce it, and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fury, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Keflatiri, Kefla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. This has allowed us to go to a lot of different countries. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world. This is what we call Cheese Making 101. We tried to walk you through the cheese plant today, and we're in hopes that you see our people, what they're doing, and the amount of work that goes into producing the products that we hope you enjoy. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Freer, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflateri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
Oh, we're back. All right, and welcome back here to our Neillsville Dairy postgame show. I'm Ben Brecht here, standing with head coach John Geyer, as you guys come out with another victory here tonight over number 4 Auburndale. You guys finished that first half on a 22-0 run. Starting at that 8-minute mark, was there anything that you said that you remember in that timeout?
Just get organized. We were disorganized, and everything we tried to do off the dribble. I thought we started to move the ball a little bit better, and that got us some open looks. We got some cutters open. We got some post touches. We were able to drive it when we let the defense settle after we caught the ball and looked instead of just dribbled. So I think that was probably the biggest thing. Then we got some easies, I think, too. We were able to get some steals and some layups, and you got to get those in games like this. You got to get some easy chances down the way. We knew we had to rebound against these guys because they are a pretty good-sized team, and they get after it. And I was impressed with them early. We struggled a little bit early, but we got after it after that, I thought. But kids made some adjustments and played better, and sharing the ball helped.
Definitely, and you guys got a regional final win here tonight. It's always tough to get out of the regionals, but you guys have seemed to do it the last 5 years. Now you guys get into the sectionals where things get a little bit tougher. What are you looking forward here as we go forward?
Well, as you move through the tournament, you expect every game to be more difficult, and there's, even at this point, there's not any bad teams left. So you've got to ratchet up and you've got to play your best and you got to get ready. I think we have a tendency to panic a little bit and try to do too much on our own sometimes instead of let the team play occur. So we've got to get over that, but that's a young group. The most exciting thing is Paris Opelt, who's had a great career here in Neillsville, got her last win and at least made 1 out of her 2 last free throws. So we were tickled about that before we gave her a curtain call. So it's always exciting to do that. And she's got 4 conference championships and 4 regional championships, and that puts you in some pretty elite company.
Definitely. That's some elite company here in Neillsville, as you mentioned with Paris on that one. Let's just go back to tonight. We are talking about the one thing I noticed tonight and last night against Luther was your bench play and how strong your bench players played, especially in the second half.
Yeah, well, I made a mistake last year, and we didn't play deep enough last year. We played 5 kids, way too many minutes last year. But it's also a credit to this group of kids. We've got kids that have worked hard, and they've built trust that we can put them into a game and that they can function well. Defensively, they do really well. We tell them, you don't have to go in and be superheroes, but you got to go in and execute our stuff, and you got to compete. And they do that. And a lot of these kids are really young. One is standing next to you now. We've got a lot of freshmen, sophomores that get significant minutes, and that's going to be key for us next year. And hopefully, after however many games we played now, 26, I guess, they've matured a little bit and grown up a little bit. But it's a real credit to them and their talent and the work that they put in.
Yes, definitely. That's one of the things I noticed about your roster is you have a lot of young players, and they get a lot of good playing time in there as well. So one of those players here is Emerson Ormond. But first, I'll congratulate you tonight on this regional final win. Definitely a great accomplishment, and good luck going forward in the sectionals.
Proud of them all. Appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, so one of those freshmen here is Emerson coming off the bench. How do you like coming off the bench and bringing the energy?
It's good to get our team started, and then as they start get going, when the bench is able to come in, it's really good just because the team has such good chemistry. We all work together really well, so there's not really a difference if anybody comes off the bench.
Yeah, and you bring it on the defensive end. You've done a nice job getting steals and creating turnovers. Talk about your defensive effort.
When we have our people up front pressing, that really creates a good situation for us when we get back. And just us really working together as a team gets opportunities for everybody to get steals and rebounds and things like that.
Yeah, it seems like despite having a young team, you guys have a fun team. I'm just watching the rest of your teammates over there during this part, but talk about your team.
Yeah, we've all been really close. I've played with some of these girls since 7th grade, and it's just so much fun having this team.
Well, now it's time to put you in the house, Emerson. Are you ready?
I am.
Here you go.
I'm Emerson Orman, and I'm in the house. Yes, quite. Thank you.
You're all good. All right, that was exciting. All right, we're going to take a quick break. I'll come back with the scoring updates after this.
Why work for Staub Construction?
Everybody around you is just family.
Everybody seems to bond together and get along good, and
they, I believe, truly care about their employees.
Staub has a great benefits package.
Staub is an employee-owned company that puts a large emphasis on work-life balance.
And everybody wants to see everybody succeed.
It's a good place to work.
Join the team at Staub Construction. Apply now at staubco.com.
All right, and welcome back here to Neillsville High School. We're wrapping up a 59-26 victory here for the Neillsville Warriors in a regional championship, I should say, regional title here for the Warriors as they win in the regional final. Once again, they're moving on to the sectionals here with this victory tonight. Let's take a look at the scorers. First for Auburndale. We got leading scorer on the night was Sydney Wolf. She finished with 8 points on the night. She was really a bright spot for the Eagles here in this game, bringing it on both ends of the floor early and often for Auburndale. 4 points for Maya Krings. 4 points off the bench for Hope Schulte. She provided a little bit of spark and energy there for Auburndale. 3 points for Kylie Anderson. 3 for Maya Katzenberger. 2 for Chesney Nagel, 1 for Braylee Grimm, and 1 for Paige Swenson. That rounds out the scoring for Auburndale, finishing their season here tonight with a record of 16-10 and getting 1 game short of the sectionals, losing here tonight in the regional final. But a good season for Auburndale nonetheless, finishing second in that Merriwood South. Meanwhile, scorers for Neillsville. Leading scorer on the night was Paris Opelt. She finished with 18. I believe that was the same that she had last night, if I remember correctly. 18 for Paris Opelt. 13 for Sydney Supke. She knocked down 3 threes on the night and a pair of free throws and a 2-point basket as well. 12 points for Maddie Dable, bringing a lot of energy on both ends of the floor as well for Neillsville. 12 points for her on the night. 6 points for Jessica Kuhn, 5 for Layla Walk, 3 for Kaylee Lawrence, and then 2 for Emerson Ormond, who was our player of the game here tonight as she was in the house. Neillsville comes out with the big victory as the number 1 seed. Let me take a look and see if we got some other scores coming in for you. I don't think I necessarily have much. I was waiting for the Westfield Bangor score. I don't have that one yet. But I don't have at least many other scores here for tonight. But we do have one score, 59-26. Neillsville comes away victorious. They're moving on to the sectional semifinal. They will play either Westfield or Bangor. That game is going to be then next Thursday night at Osseo Fairchild. We'll have to see if we cover that one or not. But for Ben Brecht and Isaac Eagle, thanks for tuning in for tonight's game. Number 1 seeded Neillsville comes away victorious, moving forward in the playoffs with a win tonight, 59-26 over Auburndale. Once again, thanks for tuning in here on Zaleski Sports. Tune in on Tuesday as we get started with boys basketball playoff action. We'll also be back here in Neillsville for that one. All right, for Ben Brecht and Isaac Eagle, have a great rest of your night.